Guys, welcome back. I feel like I've been gone forever. The first thing that I want to do is say a huge thank you to the Illusions magazine team. They were so kind and generous to take me through England, meeting the most fabulous painters. Thank you everyone who attended my classes. I can't tell you how much fun I had, but I didn't want to come home. And then I had the privilege of working with Chantel, who is also amazing. She helped me set up this workshop in Paris, and that's where I think I left my heart in Paris. Besides just the Eiffel Tower and all the beautiful things that happen in Paris, the painters there were amazing, generous, wonderful, sweet. I can't say thank you enough. But I do have somebody here. Many of you know her. Her name is Leah, and she wanted to say thank you to a certain somebody for sending a gift. Say thank you, Melanie.
Thank you, Melanie.
For my beautiful gift. Many of you don't know, or many of you do know, that I sit and I create these rainbow cakes all day. I play with color combinations, I cut up the paint, I bring them to our factory to make sure that they test them out, try them, and everything blends good. And this is my new favorite one. It is called Hippie, and you'll see why in a second when I actually use it on my beautiful Leah. I'm going to take my Hippie rainbow cake, and I'm also going to spritz it. So you want to give it a good spritz, right? I'm not trying to spray you, but even if the colors if the water kind of squishes around, it's okay, because I want you to saturate the top of it. Then I take my rainbow cake and I'm just going to rub it directly over the surface. What did you say?
I said back and forth.
Back and forth, she already knows, so that you get all of the colors on your rainbow cake. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my BAM star stencil and I'm going to lay this right across her forehead, right in here, and using my rainbow cake, I'm just going to blot it right across the middle so that I'm laying down a multicolored background. When I lift it up, you'll be able to see that she has kind of multicolored stars in the back. So then we're just going to lay down some more color right over her eye. On a 45-degree angle, I'm just laying down and pressing this color in. And then I'm going to give it a little bit of a squeeze. And then I just kind of squeeze it and tap it right there. And I'll do the same on this side. So I'm just bringing in a little bit of this color as a background, squeeze it to kind of bring it in along the sides, just like that. So now you can see I laid down this beautiful, amazing, bright color. So now just picking up a little bit of white, using a number 4 brush, I'm just rolling it around. I like to get my brush really smooth, the paint on there, I don't want to see any clumps. So then all I'm going to do is right in the middle of the forehead, I'm going to draw in a star. Just like that, because that's going to be my centerpiece. And then if you want to, you can draw some more on either side. I happen to be overlapping on top of that star right there, but that's okay because I wanted this all as a background. So then all I'm going to do is, since I put them here, I'm also going to put it at the corner of the eye to kind of balance off this design. And then I'll do that here as well. And this is just fitting for her because she has this fancy sparkly headband and she's just in her rock star mood today, right? Yeah. Now I'm taking this filbert brush. This is a number 10 Athena, one of my favorite brushes, excellent for making bold lines. And I'm also filling it up with white. And again, you want to load it nice and smooth where there's no clumping. And then all I'm going to do is follow the shape of my where I laid down my rainbow cakes. So I'm going to press and pull in, press and pull in, press and pull in, and then I'm going to do that on this side. Press and pull in, press and pull in, press and pull in. So what you're seeing here is that I'm getting these kind of groupings of teardrops, and notice they're a little bit thicker and I would say fatter at the tip, go thinner at the bottom, and that's going to help you, or a brush like this helps you create that effect. So now what I'm going to do from the bottom is kind of mirror that out, but I'm going to press and pull in, press and pull in, and press and pull in, so that it almost looks like these are shooting stars at the bottom as well. So I'm pressing, pulling in on both sides. Okay, so now in looking at this design, there's a couple of things that I like to focus on. For me anyways, I like to cover all of the edges. And what I mean by that is, if you see this space right here, all this purple is left without an edge. So you have a couple of options. You can fill it in with teardrops, with smaller teardrops, with dots. Or what I like to do is take my stencil again, and I like to add a little bit of negative to it. So since I use in the background here the colors, in this side and filling it up, I'm going to fill it up with a little bit of white. So I'll take my stencil again, turn a little bit this way. And because these stencils have a nice round tip on them, they help you with direction more than anything else. So along the edge, I'm just patting in some white so that you can see how I have the reverse on that side, and what I do on one side I'll do on the other. So now you can see what I did is I finished these edges. Okay, so we're not done yet. Coming right in between these teardrops right inside of here, I'm going to press and just kind of pull it out. Press, pull it out, so that I'm getting these combination lines. And the same thing from in here. I'm going to go thinner and pull in these lines so that I'm getting a contrast of lines. So then I'm going to just bring my teardrops up across the nose, and I follow this line as well, up, 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 so that I came right over the nose, across the edge, and I'm going to give my stars over here a little bit more of an outline, and the same goes here. I'm just kind of outlining them, give them a little bit more definition. And then to finish off, all I'm going to do is have Leah close her eyes, and I'm going to add a cluster of dots right inside of there to fill in that space. So once you get to this point, you could just add a little bit of lipstick and glitter and be totally done. Or if you have a little bit of extra time, I'm going to take my black and take a much thinner brush. This is a number 2, I think. And I'm just going to add a very, very little bit of detail work. So I'm just going to go over every other line on my star to give it a little bit more of a pop to it. And did you guys know that Leah lost her first tooth? Come on, look at that tooth. I hope that the tooth fairy came to her house and gave her lots of money. Did she? Oh yeah, $1. All right.
Because if you lose one tooth, then you get $1.
That's true. Teardrops here. A little bit more of a definition. Again, you want to go super light on your outline with black. You don't want to overdo it, especially because the bulk of this design doesn't really have too much of a dark color. So if you're going to add the black, remember you're doing it just as kind of that little bit of an accent. So I'm just giving these teardrops a little bit more of a definition by kind of touching the underbase of them with the black. Now what's left, Leah?
Glitter and lipstick.
That's right. Okay, taking a little bit of pink.
Take off.
I'm sorry. Okay, so I just added a little bit of lipstick, of course, because it's like my favorite of all time. I'm going to use a little bit of this magenta lip glitter, because it just seems to really know how to stand out. And then I'm going to take a little bit of my white fairy dust, and I'm going to tap it on her stars, and right here, and right here, on the white. You don't want to just load up your design with glitter. You want it to just be there as an embellishment. So I want to thank you guys for joining me, and thank you, Leah, for being my best model. Thank you, everybody. Really hope to see you again, and please keep in contact.
Ooh, what about New York?
New York? We always go to New York. But happy holidays, everybody. I'm going to try to get as many holiday videos out for you, and don't forget to check out FABAtv. I have a great holiday face painting class coming up. All right, guys.